Hey everybody.
Hello, welcome back to the Beerman blog. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Today is our, well, it's a little late, but just a little over 3 month living in Florida update. It's been 3 months.
It's been 3 months.
And this week has been extraordinary. Do you want to know why?
Because we got furniture.
We got furniture!
It's been 3 months, and we finally got the furniture we bought back in what?
End of July.
End of July.
Yes. So thanks to many factors, I'm sure, including COVID, shipping issues, everything was delayed. So we got our furniture yesterday, and we got this. You can kind of see it behind us. We've got this blue couch, and got a matching chair, an ottoman, and it just as perfect as I wanted it. So I'm pretty excited.
Except for these. She doesn't like these.
Okay, so
I don't understand. This is part of your theming. You wanted the beach type theming.
I know. So listen.
I'm listening.
I can't explain it to you. I don't like the pillows. Okay, yes, I want a beachy theme. Yes. But I want it on my terms. Like, I want to pick out the stuff. And those come with the couch, and they're fine. I mean, really. They're not horrible. I just don't like them. And I just don't like it because they have words all over it. I guess if it was just I don't know. It's just me, okay? But they're fine.
I just thought it was funny, is all.
Yes.
Anyway.
But yeah, everything, I mean, we have a lot of rearranging, I think, to do on a couple of things, but, and maybe clean up.
Well, we got some cleaning up to do, yeah. Move some stuff around.
Yeah, but I mean, I couldn't be more happy with the way the living room is turning out, the colors, the rug that we got. I think it just looks good together. The gentlemen who brought our stuff were very polite, very friendly, and we're in and out pretty quick.
Yeah, they were actually pretty quick. I mean, I ran upstairs for like a few minutes and then they were gone. So it's like, oh,
yeah,
cool. So yeah, we might show you a little bit of what it looks like, but yeah, there's like messy stuff as well. So I don't know if we really want to do that at the moment. We might. We'll see.
Well, and anybody who knows us knows we're just not clean, organized people. So
not that we're dirty. We're just very cluttery.
Yes. So anyway, that's our first positive this week. So really excited about that. Couple things. We talk about the negatives first. So, things that we have felt like the last 3 months. So, vacationing in Florida is different than living in Florida, and we knew that. But some of the things that were kind of funny now that we live here are the grocery costs, and I know a lot of it's more, again, probably COVID and supply related.
I don't think it's all just that we live in Florida because
right.
Because we visited here before, we were trying to see what the prices were like compared to where we used to live in Iowa, and we're like,
they're pretty comparable.
They're pretty comparable. It's not that much more expensive, but meat prices apparently have been going up everywhere. I don't know what it's like in Iowa right now, but
I think we went to Hy-Vee.com and it was like, what, $8 for a roast?
But it's pretty expensive in Iowa nowadays too. So if you do live in Iowa, leave a comment what your prices are. But what bacon here is like
$12
almost, yeah,
for a pound,
like
and it just depends on which. Like Oscar Mayer was Oscar Mayer is always expensive, but Aldi's it's even like the cheapest is $4.50.
That's not bad,
and that's not bad. But I mean, I didn't want to be the person to ever say this, but growing up, bacon was only $1.99.
She is old.
Yes, I'm 7 weeks older than he is. I mean, dang. So. Anyway, so, I mean, other than that, we have a Walmart, a Target, Publix, Aldi's. I mean, we have grocery stores.
There's even a Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, Winn-Dixie, pretty close. So
yeah,
the only thing that's not super close is the Sam's Club. And we
that's
everything you need to go to in Florida is far away. and not so much as distance wise, but it's going to take a while to get there. And the reason why I say that is because the traffic is ridiculous, even in a nice rural area. You know, we're in a smaller town. It's not, we're not in downtown Orlando. We're not even in Orlando. We're in Castleberry, Florida. Just going, like tonight we went to a restaurant for dinner that was 6 miles away, and I think it took 30 minutes to get there.
Well, yeah, it's traffic lights mostly. I don't think it's traffic itself.
Yeah, yes, it's traffic lights. The traffic lights take forever.
Yeah, you're probably going to listen to at least the whole song on the radio before it turns green if you hit a red right when it changes. So,
Yep. So
that's what it seems like anyway.
Yep, that's what it seems like. And nobody really gives a thought about speeding and.
That's what I find funny. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's chill. It's so cool. Everyone's on Florida time. Everyone's, life is slower here." But everyone's in a big hurry to get somewhere.
Yeah.
It seems like all the time. So.
Yeah, even if you're going the speed limit.
Well, not everybody, but there's a lot of people who are very, very wanting to get where they need to go as fast as possible.
Right. Last weekend, I took a short drive, about an hour to Daytona Beach, and the speed limit was 70. I was going 75, and people were like honking at me. I'm like, I'm not even going the speed limit. I'm going over the speed limit. But anyway, so I mean yeah. So that's the thing, is you gotta expect that to wait at lights, and then there are certain parts of the freeway, highway, whatever, where every lane, like every 10 feet is a merge lane. I mean, it's just like when you're going to work, there's merge after merge after merge.
There's those, but it's like when I come home from work at night, and every other state's like, "Hey, left lane closed ahead in 2 miles, or left lane closed ahead in 5 miles. Be ready for it." But it seems like here there's like lane closures every night. Okay, you don't know what lane's closed until you're like right up on it, and it's like, "Oh, the right lane's closed tonight," and then it's like, "Oh, it's more than that right lane. It's the other right lane as well." And like you're taking a 3-lane, 4-lane highway, condensing it down to 1 lane because of construction, whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing.
Apparently, it's the I-4 improvements that have been going on for 20 years. I'm pretty sure someone actually said that to me.
It's been a while. I mean, they've been working on it since we've been coming down here for vacations. So.
And Ethan is 21, so at least 21 years.
But yeah, it's like, what was it? The last night I came home from work, the right lanes were closed, so I had to go over, and then there was like a work truck going down the furthest left lane. And I'm surprised an accident didn't happen, because there's people zooming by me. There's 2 lanes open. He's like stopping, and there's one of those arrows, immediate arrows, or, "Oh, this lane's closed now, you gotta get." And I'm like, wait, so you're gonna compress both lanes down to 1 lane from both sides of the street, and the workers stopped right there, and yeah, it was like, wow, I'm surprised no one crashed here, but the other lanes opened up, so it was like you're supposed to go over here, and then you go over here, and it was weird.
All right.
But yeah, I just think it's funny that they don't have signs like at least a couple miles away. "Hey, right lanes are closed in a couple miles."
Yeah. So the only other negative thing I had, there's negative on my list is still our bathrooms, because and that's going to be on my list until if we decide to move. The bathrooms are just way too small. We need more. So we just need a little bit more storage and a little bit bigger bathroom. That would actually make this place.
Yes, having like a linen closet would be nice to put towels in, which we don't have.
Nope. And we had that issue somewhere else where we lived. I can't remember where it was, but yeah. So I mean, we don't want to say definitely that we've lived here for 3 months and we already know we're going to move, because we don't. This move has been really hard on Kylie, and she's just getting to the point, especially in the last couple of weeks, where she's made a really good friend at school. It's not super horrible. I mean, again, I want to use this. Kids are so worse than they were in my day. I mean,
back in my day, kids were so much nicer.
Yeah, it just seems like they take every. I mean, it's just kids. They're jerks. I went to pick up Kylie the other day, and there's a cop there who helps direct traffic. A cop, not a Paul Blart security guard. A cop, and these boys are beating the crap out of this other boy, and I'm like, hello, and none of the parents are doing anything. Like, they're just watching this kid get his ass beat. Or his butt beat. And we're going around the corner, and I yelled to the cop. I said, hey, you might want to go look at the kids who are beating the crap out of the other kid over there. And the lady looks at me, she goes, the crossing guard, she goes, oh, you're too far up, you're in the crosswalk. I said, are you hearing me? This kid is getting the crap beat out of him. So Kylie was super embarrassed by that. And I said, well, you know what? If you were getting the crap beat out of you, I would want a parent to say something. I can understand not wanting to get involved with kids who are fighting because, they're crazy. They probably beat you up. But, yeah. But, yeah, she does have a friend, which is great. So she seems a little bit happier. So I think if we do move, we might, depending on how she is at that point, we might stay here in Castleberry. She has mentioned possibly wanting to do virtual school, but that changes, every other week. So if she did virtual school, then that would be, we can move anywhere. So we'll just see. I don't want to traumatize her more.
We're still early in our Florida.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Transition. I mean,
it's new for us too. We're still trying to find places and get to know the area, and which I will say I enjoy living here in Castleberry. We really lucked out in a lot of ways. Why there are a lot of flaws with this apartment, things that we just don't like. Our neighbors are awesome, and not that we're friends with them, but we've met them. They're really nice. They're really quiet. They have a son the same age as Kylie, and they're just like, they moved here, I think she said 3 weeks before we did, from Tennessee. So they're very quiet. We're very quiet. We're friendly when we see each other. And it's great. We don't have a tap dance show going on every night above us like we.
Well, it's because we don't have anyone above us.
Well, yes.
Now, when you're tap dancing at night when I'm down here, that's a different story.
Right. But, I gotta stop that.
Yeah, no, it's like, come on.
And then
You're not even tap dancing, you're clog dancing.
Clog. Yes. Yeah, but otherwise, I would say those are the things that are on my negative list. Furniture was on the list, but
furniture was on your list, and we had a video lined up that we decided didn't sound as good, so we wanted to redo it. Never got around to doing it. Now we're doing it again. So,
yep.
And we have a list to talk about. So this one shouldn't take 45 minutes like the last one.
Right. So for the positives. Besides the area.
It's not a bad area.
It
really isn't.
It's not, and it's close enough, but not close enough at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, Mark was working over at Universal Studios, and that obviously naturally is a more touristy area in that area of Orlando. So we are really in the suburb. There's not a lot of people. There's a good mix of older folks, younger folks. Again, the kids in the school, just all the stories I hear drive me nuts to hear the stuff they go on. But that's.
But I like it. Yeah, we're only 20 miles, pretty much north of Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we have an hour. It takes me an hour if I want to go to New Smyrna Beach or Daytona Beach. 40 minutes 50 minutes, right, to Disney Springs.
It takes me on a good day half hour to get to Universal.
Yeah, and Disney Springs.
So Disney Springs is like another 10 minutes or so away.
We have a lot of food options. Some very commercial food options like Chick-fil-A, which is Kylie's favorite. We have Panda Express. We have Steak and Shake, Culver's. I will say, this is going to sound very strange, but the Culver's here does not taste good. The Steak and Shake, I used to I loved it because my grandparents always took us there on the way to Arkansas every summer. Like, I didn't think it tasted as good as in the past. But like one of the places my cousin recommended is called Boston's Fish House. It's where we went tonight. They have huge, generous portions, and yeah, I mean, really good service.
Yeah, it's basically become like one of her favorite places to go. I don't really have a favorite place.
Yeah, that and Tijuana Flats.
Tijuana Flats is another place she goes to all the time. I'm usually working at night, so I don't get to go out to eat, except at the employee grills, which are basically basically theme park food that they.
And it's unhealthy, obviously. They don't have a lot of places where you could get like a salad or anything like that.
Or they do. It's just that when I'm usually there, the salad bar is closed because they're trying to close up that part.
Yeah.
When I get my lunchtime, so.
Right. So, but that's at least we have options. We're not stuck in the middle of nowhere, and everything is easy to accept. Pretty accessible. The things I always forget is a lot of times basically to get to the other side of it, like if you have to go to the other side of the road, you're doing a U-turn.
Yeah, the U-turn things.
A lot of U-turns, which is kind of odd, but otherwise my job's the same as it always has been. I work from home, and same old, which is good. Busy time coming up just because we have, Ethan will be here.
Well, it's not for like another month.
Well, no, but I mean, so at my job I have activities going on because we integrated with a new company. So I have a lot of stuff on my plate at work, and then so Ethan and Liv are coming in for Ethan's birthday. We wanted to let them have time with her family on actual Christmas, so they're going to be here for the week of Ethan's birthday, the 16th through the 21st. And then my in-laws, not your in-laws, your parents, and your sister and her family will be here the week after that. So, a couple things going on. And then the other thing, positive I can say. So, I probably have a lot more cousins than they're in my mind. But growing up, all of my cousins pretty much lived in different states. And one of them lives here in Florida. And last time I saw her is when she came to Des Moines with her her year-old daughter, and Kylie was 11 months old. And that's the last time I saw her. So she lives here in Florida, and I can't even express how wonderful it's been to kind of rekindle or even just have a relationship with her, because being in Florida, it was really hard for us to, get to know each other and spend time together. So she has been just wonderful reaching out to me, and we've gotten together a couple times, and she's already planned for us to join them on Thanksgiving and hang out at Christmas, and I'm really excited to have that relationship here. So
I don't know anybody who lives here, so
no, and unfortunately every time I get together with her, you're working.
I'm working.
Yeah, so Mark doesn't have a set schedule right now, which is a little, that's the only thing I could say that's negative for me about your job. I'm sure you have other negatives about your job, but that's one thing, is it's not a set schedule. So hopefully.
Luckily, though, I'm getting hours in the department I'm in, because other people have been starting to say they're not getting hours at the moment. So
yeah, so that's been good. And I'm just thinking, I really don't have anything else going on.
Oh, you got the food options thing. I mean, my little donut thing that I've been talking about. People who know I've been looking for tiger tails. I don't know why, but way back in the day when I was a youngin',
You're old.
Because I'm old. Back in elementary school, and I think just like the first part of middle school, there's a place called Mr. D's in Des Moines. There's a Walmart there now, or not Walmart, Walgreens there now, because Fairway moved in. But they had like the best deli section and best donut section basically ever. Like, they'd make you a deli sandwich and you get like this thick thing of meat in your sandwich. But they had this donut called the Tiger Tail, which is like the cinnamon twist, but it wasn't a cinnamon twist. It was like a chocolate and a vanilla twist. And I couldn't find those anywhere. You find the cinnamon twists, but you can't find like this chocolate vanilla twist. Well, I found it, and it was at the Donut King, and it's just down the street. It's not that far away, so I bought a couple. I haven't been there since because I'm starting to get a little pudgy again. Got to lose my weight again, or at least not get big like I used to be. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, there they are, right there. I'm gonna get them, and their donuts are pretty good. I bought a few of their other ones. I think they're also the place that makes the big giant donut at Universal, so they had some giant donuts there you could buy. I didn't ask how much they were, but I'm sure they're not $8 like they are at Universal nowadays. So
probably not. So.
But yeah, so I was like, yay, I found my donuts. So I was happy.
Great.
Oh, and then the Gideon's isn't that far away, mileage-wise, but time-wise, it's like another half hour just to get to the Gideon's.
Right, and there's 2 locations. One, of course, is in Disney Springs. The Disney Springs obviously is more busy, and they have a couple specialty cookies that they don't have at this other location that's near us. And it's just a very small stand.
Yeah, I forget what that little area is called, but it's like got a lot of neat little food places in it. They had like the biscuits place, that deli place where you bought that really overpriced sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Like
really overpriced.
Really overpriced.
Yeah, like specialty grilled cheeses at one place.
Yeah, there's that grilled cheese place. It had like that little place that had like the soaps and everything. I can't remember what that place was called now. The little area it's called.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up to see. So,
but yeah, it's a neat little place.
Yeah, and we actually have a lot of things on our list, that we'd like to do. I think one of them that I just kind of thought of today after getting reminded of it is every year the Give Kids the World charity does night of
the Million Lights
thing. Yeah, so
I can't remember what it's actually called, but yeah, the Million Lights thing.
And really it is like you buy a ticket, you get 2 hours, and it's all through Give Kids the World Village, which is an organization that houses people.
I don't exactly know.
It's like Make-A-Wish, but it's not the same organization. And basically, they have a house that the families can come to for a week. They can go to Disney, and that's the only people who are allowed in there. So it's not a vacation rental. It's strictly for those families. And they decorate the houses every year, and all the money goes to that charity, which is awesome. I've seen YouTube videos. It looks really nice. So we're trying to plan. Well, I just asked Ethan.
She's going to try to plan.
Yeah, I asked Ethan today if he wanted to go. So I think we're going to do it.
Hopefully he wants to.
He does. He said, why not? I did mention it to your sister, too. So, we'll see. Yeah, just
another thing I want to do that she brought up a long time ago was this lazy river. I can't remember what the name of that place is.
It's a springs.
It's a natural springs, but it has like a natural lazy river in it.
Yep.
It's just basically a river that you can
and you can you can
ride down.
Yeah, you can ride down it,
and we were planning to go one weekend, and then we didn't go because we didn't get the shoes that you wanted us to get.
Yeah,
now we have them, but we haven't gone because I haven't had another weekend off for.
And now it's just like so that actually gives us a great segue into the weather.
Oh, it's beautiful now.
It's beautiful. So Florida's hot. And it's humid, and it's a humid that's not like Iowa, not like the Midwest. The sun is not like the Midwest. The sun is a little jerk, and
it's a little bit stronger. I don't think the humidity is that much worse. But then again, I was working outside a lot anyway. Like when I worked for Boys Town, and it was like humid out.
Right, but you're also your body temperature's been pretty cool. Like I think significantly cooler in the last couple of years. So.
Oh, there's that too.
I mean, I walk out to take Kylie to school, and immediately my upper lip starts sweating. So, so right now, like the high today, I think it got up to about 83 with 60% humidity. Oh, there's our neighbor's dog. So it was a little warmer. We still have I feel like I still keep the blinds closed for most of the day. Otherwise, it does get too hot in here. But the nights have just been beautiful, nice and cool. We've been sitting out on the patio, or we did once. I'd like to sit out there more because our patio kind of looks off to the bike trails, and there's a little bit of nature that you can see. You know, you're not looking into a parking lot, which is great. So yeah, the weather's been great. I know everyone's going to be excited when they come down from the Midwest in December, and it's going to be, you know, significantly warmer than it would be in the Midwest.
Well, now you jinxed it. Now it's going to be like 60s.
Yeah, probably.
Or something.
Probably. And I've actually had some great conversations with some native Floridians who have assured me that they actually get cold at 60 degrees.
Well, that's just,
and
once you live somewhere and it gets like when we used to go to California, like when the Hawkeyes would go to the Rose Bowl or something, or we just go to California during Christmas time. The locals know, oh, you're not from around here because you're walking around without a jacket. And you're like, this is beautiful out. And everyone who's local has a jacket on. And they're like, it's cold. And like the other night, no, a couple weeks ago, I was working. We were waiting for the parks to get emptied out. And the guy who was working with me goes, man, it's cold out. And I'm like, well, what's the temperature? And he's like, oh, it's like 70 something. What?
So that'll be us next year. But this year we're definitely getting adjusted to it. So looking forward to getting, and it's funny, even just watching some TikTok videos of Floridians who are like, yep, no, it's not gonna rain yet. And he's just sniffing. He's like, yeah, we can go out, it's not raining. So he could tell by the smell outside if it was gonna rain.
Watching TikTok. I don't watch TikTok because I'm old, but not as old as she is. But I'm old. She's so old, she's trying to get younger. So she's watching the TikTok, whereas I'm like just that age where I'm like, I don't care.
I just like the entertainment, dude. Just like the entertainment. So, anyway, I didn't get it. I tried to do a TikTok and I got the nastiest comments. So, after the creepy guy at the Chinese place, and I made a TikTok about it and just talked about my experience. And this guy told me I was being over dramatic, and this is why women suck and women claim to be victims. And the guy just wanted to have a conversation with me. So. Now that we're on video and Mark is here, I'm going to say this. If you were a woman and this guy's telling you that he's lonely and he just moved here and he's like, need a friend? I'm sorry, isn't that creepy? Do you generally meet people to be friends and go, and I'm sorry, this is me, this is my boob. Really? Do you think he wasn't trying to cop a feel? I mean, I know I'm not a prize. I'm fat, I'm short, and I have a big forehead. But I still reserve the right to be creeped out.
I still love you.
Better. Okay, so anyway, that was completely off topic of our Florida thing. So, but anyway, we are enjoying it. Kylie's getting a little bit better. So, that's our 3-month update. We're adjusting well. We can't wait for those of you who are coming to visit.
Do you want to show the furniture since we got it? I'm sure this will all change by the next video.
No, I'm confident of where we're keeping the couch because I have my mermaid tails and my little porthole up there.
Or do you want to show off your little signs too, since we did that in the last video that we're not uploading?
Oh yeah, so why don't we do that? So
all right, hang on.
So just a second. So you guys know we're messy people. We already disclosed that. No judgment. But here's our new furniture.
All right.
I do a little TikTok.
Wait, you can't switch the camera to the other front? Nope, I guess I can't. All right, I'm just going to spin it around. Well, I thought you could switch the cameras to the front view while you're recording.
Apparently not. So this is our new couch. It's kind of more like it's more of an aqua color, but it's got a little hint of what I like to call what I would think is baby blue. Just because if you look at it against the turquoise, why it matches, it's still, the blue is just a little bit off. This is one of the pillows that come with it. And there was an accent chair with the same fabric on there, same design, but that's not what I wanted. So, guys, I don't hate it. I just don't love it. So this is the first one. And then the second one, now this is a little more what I had.
See, I thought that's what the chair had on it.
They had two. You could either get a chair with those stripes or you could get the chair with that beachy sign on it. And it was about the same size as that floral chair I bought. So it wasn't quite as big as our ottoman. So why Marcus pointed up here, you can see I have my two mermaid tails and my little mermaid on the distressed wood. It's kind of one of those things that just kind of spoke to me. I loved it. We have our porthole mirror, which is just the right size. It's not super big and ostentatious. And then this part I don't love. I just don't love these fish.
You don't love the fish?
I don't hate them. I just like, I don't know. I'm not quite sure I love them. So, yeah. So then if you can swing over here.
Well, I'm trying to see what I'm videotaping as well, because I'm upset that they didn't let me do the...
Okay, so right now what you're seeing is our chair and our ottoman.
And the messy part behind it, but yeah.
The messy part behind it, and actually it's a bookshelf behind it, and I bought some new bins to use that are yellow and white. I just haven't got them yet. But this one, I mean, I like the ottoman. The only thing I didn't like about it is when I was sitting in it yesterday and I was trying to work. So sometimes I will work down here. More often than not, I've been down here lately. But it doesn't recline, so I felt like I was sitting a little too close up to try to work. And I think I'm gonna need to maybe get a different tray for my computer, one that you just slide under the furniture. Because right now it's just basically a tray table, so it doesn't come in as close. And I was surprised how short I felt getting into this. Like, obviously the one in the showroom was very used, so I fit into it and it seemed a little softer. But this is brand new, so it's a little taller. But
yeah, there's an ottoman.
Yeah, there's an ottoman, and then we have our our very messy coffee table over here. That has little chairs underneath it.
Oh, yeah. It's a mess right now.
It is a mess, so...
This is very, very awkward doing.
Yeah, but... I know, because then you get a good shot of my front. So, if you would follow me into our dining room. So, again, this is a little messy, but I wanted to stick with more of a beachy kind of theme in here. So we have the clock that I originally had in the living room, but it seemed too small for that space. So we've got the clock here, and almost, you've got the blue and gray weathered wood in the back. I've got my shark because I just love the shark.
What kind of shark is it?
I don't know. It's a shark, and it was blue, and it went with my theme. So then if you go down just a little bit, now obviously you guys are going to be seeing this backwards, but this says, "Today I will be happier than a seagull with a french fry." And then this one says, "A salty pirate lives here with his beautiful mermaid." Now, I'm not a beautiful mermaid, but Mark is a salty pirate. Right?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, so that is our update.
So that's it. So I guess until next time, hopefully we start releasing videos a lot sooner than 3 months or however long it took. What was the last one I did? The beer one? I think I did the beer one last time. Not too long ago.
Yeah, I don't remember.
When I went
anyway.
to SeaWorld. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for hanging out with us and seeing our apartment and listening to our thoughts on 3 months in Florida.
Yep.
We'll see you soon.
So see you next time, and until then, stay out of trouble.